why do you like Final Expense, man? Didn't you? Like I think I know the answer, but for the people that don't know, in a place where it's a lot of veterans, IULs, truckers, I mean, all these things, and you have remained pretty consistent. Can you walk us through why you did that? And if there's an agent that's on the fence, why you think that may be a good move for them too?
Yeah, I mean, for the most part, like most people, they do start on final expense. That's, it's a simple sale. And for me, I kind of, learned the hard way because I'd see, like you said, people, there's veterans, there's IULs, there's those bigger premiums. I would chase around because of that, but you got to find what works for you and just stick with it. Just me, the type of person, I've just always been that caring person. I like to help others, put others before myself sometimes. So it's just a nice, simple sale. It works for me. I tried veterans and stuff like that. Bigger premiums, that's where it's at. But it's like that conversation, like I'm not being myself on those calls. I'm trying to be someone else. So I guess for people who are on the fence, I mean, if you're feeling discouraged, hey, I'm only getting this, people are killing it with veteran strugglers. It's like find what works for you and just stick with it. Because when you start hopping around and everything, I mean, you're not gonna get the best results doing that.
Yeah, dude, I think that's for those that don't know, me and Shareef are mad cool. We had some conversations and we were trying to like game plan. We tried a few things and we're just like, yo, just go back to the bread and butter, man. And we haven't looked back since. I want to touch on that real quick though, because we've been working together for maybe 3 years. I don't know. It's been a while now, but the number one thing that I will give you kudos in front of everybody for is your communication. And I wholeheartedly believe that's the difference between your success and any other person that we work with, specifically for Final Expense, but just in general of like clients that we've had, brother. Can you walk people through, like even before we even had this conversation, just so you all are clear, he sent a message. You don't have to regurgitate what you said, but you do that a lot. And it helps you, but can you walk somebody through why that's important, bro? Like, because I tell people all the time to do it, and they don't do it, and you've done it, and it's clear why we work together so well. But can you just please, that's just for me super important for people to understand like the value in that, brother, and like why you've continued to do that.
No, yeah, I'm actually glad you brought that up because it's like that's the biggest thing why, like you said, we've worked well with each other is like, people they'll run into one bad week or something, they'll complain about the leads, go vendor to vendor. And it's like that's how I was. And I learned the hard way doing that. So I had to realize it's like, just building that relationship. That's why I start with you. Every other vendor I kind of ran into is just kind of, transactional and stuff. But once I started to be more communicative. That's what helped because like you said, the message I sent the other day, hey, this is what's working. That's this is what's not working before than just like complaining and figuring it out. It's just like, hey, even if it's just like not, if you even if you do have something to address, say, hey, this is what I ran into. So yeah, that's exactly what I did with you the other day. Just kind of do like those updates weekly. Hey, this is what's working. This wasn't was working. What I ran into. So I'm glad you touched on that because before, I mean, as long as you're communicating, like you're not gonna know what to fix because that's gonna help you only, better the leads, ads, stuff like that. So yeah, I'm glad you touched on that because, rather than just complaining it, running vendor to vendor, you're gonna run in the same scenario. Just say, this is what's working, this is what's not. What can we do? As long as you address the problem, it's gonna help you to see what you need to work on. It's gonna help, you as well, making the leads and ads even better than they already are right now.
Yeah, no, 100%. I think wholeheartedly that is the secret. People have asked me, hey, you've helped all these agents and agency owners over the years. What's the number one key? What's the success intro, the hack, this and that? I'm like, look, you wanna have a long relationship, even if it's not with me. If it's with any lead company, you need to communicate because they don't know what they don't know. You're working with hundreds of people and one person says the leads are great, the other person hates them. They're, oh, do this. The other person says, don't do this, don't keep that. At the end of the day, if you don't have any feedback and you just move off of complaints, your business is not successful. And as an agent too, it doesn't help when there's no clear communication. And I think Sharif has done an amazing job because it helps my team. They love it. Like they'll even report back to me like, oh my goodness, I wish everybody did that. Just for to give them a glimpse of kind of give them a quick glimpse. You don't have to use all the words, but can you give them an example of what that looks like? Like even maybe the message you said without, you can take out whatever you want, but can you kind of explain to them what that would look like communicating with us and, tactically what they could say?
Yeah, like biggest thing I point out, like, hey, from some of my sales, like these were really good conversations. So maybe taking a look into the what ads, we're running for those. So like that was the first thing I brought up. Hey, these not only the sales that I got, they were actually like really good conversations. It's not like I might go like, carrier to carrier figured out. So I wanted to address that. Maybe if something I was getting consistent, like the same answer in the intro, like I would address that. Hey, in this state, I'm getting a lot of this, so maybe look into that. But that was pretty much the two biggest things I touched on when I had reached out to you. Like, hey, based on my sales, these were the ones that had the great conversations. Maybe in this state or this area, this is what I was consistently getting. So maybe look into that a little bit.
Yeah, I think the thing, guys and girls that are listening for this, is that he's not just reporting the good, he's not reporting the bad, he's just reporting everything, right? He's saying, hey, I have had good conversations here. Even though I didn't sell them, let's take a look, right? I had really bad intros here. Let's also take a look here. The sales are clear, right? It's going to be green on the sheet. It's going to be in the channel. We're going to celebrate that. But in order to have success, we have to look at everything, right? And I think that's super, super key.